Inside the trillionaire era, one man just became the richest human being in the history of money. Not a king, not an oil baron, a rocket and car guy who just watched his own company go public and in 30 days added more money to his fortune than most countries make in a year. Welcome to the trillionaire era. Today we're going inside how the ultra-rich are actually living right now, the homes, the habits, the hidden rules, and why their world is colliding with yours more than ever. Let's start with the headline. As of this month, Elon Musk has crossed the $1 trillion mark in net worth, the first person in recorded history to do it. The jump came almost entirely from one event, SpaceX going public, which alone added over $200 billion to his fortune in a single month. And here's the twist. This happened during a rough stretch for tech stocks overall. While a broad sell-off wiped value off portfolios everywhere, the money at the very top kept compounding. Right now, the 10 richest people on Earth are sitting on a combined fortune close to $3 trillion. That's not a typo. That's roughly the GDP of the United Kingdom, held by 10 people. So why is wealth concentrating this fast right now in 2026? Three forces, all colliding at once. First, AI and big tech. Trillion-dollar capital flows are moving into AI infrastructure faster than almost anything in economic history. The companies at the center of it are absorbing global liquidity like a black hole, and the founders behind them are the direct beneficiaries. Second, currency and market shifts. A weaker US dollar this year has actually amplified wealth gains for people holding assets outside the US, which is part of why global personal wealth grew almost 11% last year, the fastest pace in 3 years. Third one, a widening gap between owning assets and earning a salary. When your money is in stock and property, a good year multiplies you. When your money is a paycheck, a good year barely covers rent. This is the backdrop world leaders are being asked about at every economic summit right now, and it's exactly why billionaire lifestyle content is having a moment. People aren't just curious, they're trying to understand a world that suddenly feels tilted. Here's where it gets interesting, because the way billionaires live has quietly changed. Loud is out, quiet is the flex. Logos, gold, everything. Look at me branding. That's old money cosplay now. The real signal in 2026 is quiet luxury, unmarked cashmere, bespoke tailoring, materials so good they don't need a label to prove it. Ownership is out, access is in. The private jet and mansion era isn't gone, but the new status symbol is curated access, private wellness retreats in Bhutan or Greece, bleisure stays that blend work and travel, home exchange networks that swap ultra homes instead of buying more of them. It's less, look what I own, and more, look what I got invited to. Succession is the new drama. Behind the scenes, a huge number of billionaire families are quietly fighting over what happens next. Succession battles, family offices splitting apart, heirs in their 20s suddenly running empires after a parent's death. It's less Succession, the TV show, and more Tuesday. Even billionaires feel the squeeze. This part surprises people, but headlines this month show even France's richest man getting hit with a multi-million euro tax bill, and major philanthropists pausing giant donations pending institutional reviews. The ultra-wealthy are dealing with more scrutiny, more tax exposure, and more public pressure than at almost any point in the last decade. So what does any of this have to do with you? Two things. One, the wealth gap is now a headline-level story, not a background statistic. Over 3,000 billionaires now exist worldwide, controlling more than $16 trillion combined, and that number keeps growing every single year, even during downturns. Two, the behavior is trickling down, minus the money. Quiet luxury, intentional travel, buy less, buy better. These aren't just rich people trends, they're becoming the aspirational language of an entire generation that can't necessarily afford the price tag but can absolutely afford the mindset. Fewer things, better things, more meaning behind each purchase. That's the real story underneath the yacht photos and the trillion-dollar headlines, a widening gap at the top, and a value shift trickling down to everyone else. The world just watched its first trillionaire get crowned, while everyday wealth is shifting too, just at a very different scale. Whether that's inspiring or unsettling probably depends on where you're standing.